introduction to the characters has taken place. So everyone has met Kaelin, but players haven't. So rather than going back through it in terms of RP, can you just want to give us a bit of an introduction to your character just before we crack on? Right.
Yeah, he is a forest gnome. He's a wizard. I think what I said was that he's all about trying to find new arcane items and spells and knowledge, and I think I'd had a conversation with one character, but obviously everyone kind of heard it, that the reason he was in the location where you guys are at is that he had heard a rumor about this like sunken magic vessel that was sort of lost, that was containing potentially a really powerful arcane relic of some kind, and that's kind of what I was investigating. That's kind of like the main bits, really, wasn't it? I think.
Right, without wasting any more time on that. So the last session, which was the session after the zombie beholder, where the beholder was slain, where there was Xanathar foot soldiers, if you like, in a training room, and all were dispatched. You guys then went off and started to explore the area around it. Thorin found a secret door which led into a room adjacent to the one that you were in, and this one had a arch gate. You were investigating the arch gate, and while that was going on, there was a little bit of exploration going on from other people in the party. That led to a long corridor where there were two automaton type ballistas that were guarding this hall. You guys managed to attack the ballistas, get past them, get into the next room, which was actually a drinking tap room. It was like a small tavern room that was dwarven. There was a pillar in the center with taps around it for drawing ale, but this room hadn't been used in centuries. Making your way through there into the room behind it, you found that all the pipe work led into this room, where there were six huge vats with gantries around them for brewing the dwarven ale. And there was also a pile of casks, not wood as you know it, but what's called zirkwood, which is a what's it called? It's from the oh my god, what's it called? Not the Undermountain, the
Underdark.
Underdark. So this is a fungus which is grown in the Underdark, and it's basically like the Underdark's version of a tree. And the barrels were made out of that. And then while in there, someone else was taking refuge. Our gnome wizard, Kaelin, who quite upfront, he was asked questions by the party, and he was honest. There was some insight checks being rolled, and he was forthright in what he was saying. And this felt like the right time for the party to rest up and to recoup and take a long rest. And with that, Kaelin, who had already rested, that's why he was in the room, was staying up with the party. So as people were staying up, they were asking questions and getting their heads down, and people were getting up as well. I think that left us with, because I can't find unless I've written it on my page. the order in which.
I know Negan took first watch.
Negan's been, Isla has been. I know that Tavis was next.
I've been.
I think it was Tavis and Morphos.
Cool.
I think that's how we did it.
I've been because I gave him the book.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think everyone that was there.
Yeah.
I think the last two were, because I think it was Negan and Isla. Then I think it was Talion and Thorin. And then I think that left Morthos then and Isla to take the final watch. I think that's where we paused it because it just seemed like that you guys were here to RP it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool.
All right, in saying that? Okay, right. So with that, I'll pull you into the map. For those that are getting used to the map, if you zoom out and then you'll see where you're all lit up, and then you can zoom back in. So currently in this brewing room. Page. Yeah, so we've got the ale vats, 6 ale vats. You've got gantries running on the outside of each 3. So a gantry for the north 3, and on the northern side, and then you've got on the southern side of the southern vats. You've then got another gantry. You can see that there's a lot of copper pipes, a lot of valves on these vats. The barrels are all on the east side of the wall, where you can see that these are huge double doors with carvings of dwarves that are facing each other on each door. So both on the doors, and then they're facing each other. Yeah, so everyone has now got their rolls out and are heading for some sleep. Tavis and Morthos, you're woken to take your watch. Yeah, I'll let you guys put that up.
Cool. Have I got control of Talion?
Yeah.
Sweet. Right. Sorry, Adam.
Hello.
Your character's name
Is Kalen a round tree?
Kalen. And is he staying awake as well because he's already rested, or is he having a snooze now?
Yeah, that's what he was.
Yeah, I think the idea was that.
For.
Yeah, I was sort of resting when the group stumbled across me. So like we just said, yeah, I'm like fully rested, so I was gonna stay up so others can take a rest.
Okay, cool.
We were like,
How
yeah,
did you
we're still
see?
going to take watches.
Yeah, because we don't know if we can trust him yet because he's a newbie. Okay, so I guess Tavis and Morphos and Kalen would all would get ourselves roughly together, wouldn't we? Whilst we're watching out for what's going on.
I think we said there was a little. We have a little fire. I think someone made a Zerkwood fire. We're making that up.
The thing that says torch, is that, or is that a person?
Yeah, well, no, the torch I brought in last week because we were struggling for
visuals.
A communal light. So we had the party token, but I've just made it as a torch, so you can
nice.
pull that torch round. So
And how do I make something? That's Kalen and next to Tavis now, is it on the Roll20 screen?
Can you guys not see the names underneath the token?
I can see
I can see the torch.
the
I can
ones
see
that have
my name.
the ones that
Yeah,
have got.
same.
I can see some and not others actually. I can see Tavis, Saw, Torch, Talion, and Isla.
If I
But I
move
can't.
in there, can you see his name?
No.
No.
Yeah, I can just see Morthos, Thorin, and Torch. It's probably just the names that you can control.
It feels like the ones that you've had control of previously. You can see, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Because
should
I've
have
had
a name.
Isla.
It should have a nameplate on it. So
Hmm.
yeah, Kalen Roundtree.
Okay, cool. I'm trying to think what we've been through. So Tavis has been through. We had the Xanathar's fight, and then have fought some enchanted ballista. We didn't get any view of any affiliation from those enchanted ballista. It was just they were just there, were they?
Yeah.
And Haleth, who was with us, he's done one, hasn't he?
Yes.
And the other goblin, Glom.
Yep. Yep.
Has she gone as well, or is she still with us?
Well, no one's checked on it.
Right. Tavis has a look around to see if Glon has kept on guiding us, or if she's got scared of what was going on and decided to bugger off, because she ostensibly was guiding us the route that she knew that was safe on this level of the dungeon. So yeah, Tavis will just have a look. Just things have been going on, and we've been fighting enchanted ballista and whatever, and all of a sudden he's like, oh, they were going to guide us, they were going to help us. So
Yeah,
Tavis
yeah,
just
you're on a plane flying to Paris, and suddenly you go, Glom!
yeah. Yeah, so that is any sign of Kevin Glom.
No.
Okay, Glom's obviously done one.
Okay.
Which Tavis will bring that up to Moz has been around and be like, oh, okay, so we obviously lost our goblin guide, which I guess is fair enough. We were fighting bloody undead beholders and stuff. Can't really argue with that.
Yeah. Not the not the safest environment.
Yeah, none of this is it? Kaelin, how have you found when I look at Kaelin, what sort of shape does he look in? Obviously, I know from a D&D player's basis, he's had a rest, so he's probably at full hit points. But does he look like, how long does he do I get any impression of how long he's been down here? What sort of shape he's in? Clothing, all that sort of stuff. Do I get anything? Can I try and figure that out?
Okay, I'll let you take this one, because obviously you know what your
Yeah,
your
have you
appearance
seen
would look
have you
like.
seen the thing I put on the group about what he looks like? Or
I think I've seen what he looks like.
But you're
Was
on
that
about
the
the
troll?
condition, aren't you? You're on about what
Yeah.
condition
But I'm on about, does he look fresh? Does he look like he's been down here a long time?
Does he
Does
look
he look
haggard?
like he's been, down here a million years sort of thing? And
no, I think we said I'd maybe been down sort of few days to a week.
right.
So I'll still look relatively fresh. I've kind of avoided any kind of trouble or conflict just by sort of the nature of being small and keeping away from any other parties really, or any kind of like stuff like the ballista and that I've managed to avoid. So he's not taken any real damage, or he's not banged up or anything.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess Tavis has already probably been introduced to Kalen, but I'll just be like, so
Sounds like he's our new lead
Yes.
guy if he can get through everywhere without getting detected.
And you asleep.
I can get myself through. I don't know if I'll get everyone through all at once.
So what? Who did you come down here with then, Kalen?
I'm just on my own. I'm just kind of left my village some time ago. He's a forest gnome, so he's come from the forest, and he's just kind of off adventuring as a solo explorer, really. So
It's a
he's
big
not used to
decision
being
for
around big parties and stuff, which is why he was kind of quite nervous when a whole big group stumbled upon him. He's
it's a
kinda
big
used to-
decision for a solo adventurer to come down into the
Yeah.
dungeons.
Yeah,
I
that's
think where,
balls to the wall. Like,
yeah,
got some cojones.
he's quite nimble and he can sort of avoid conflict, reasonably easily. But I think once he saw like those big ballista things taken off that you guys bought, I think that's kind of what the idea. And actually, maybe down here he might benefit from sort of strength in numbers. Maybe not just going it solo. Which is why he kind of agreed to stick with the group for at least while we're all down here.
So you jumped down the yawning portal all on your lonesome.
Yeah, I've been on my own for a little while. I say since I've sort of left the confines of my studies at home. And I say he's off in search of basically broadening his magical knowledge and his arcane understanding, and in search of that spell books and artifacts and anything that can sort of. He's big
Well-
on. He's like a big nerd, basically.
Well,
Big arcane nerd.
Yeah, big
What was
arcane
your
nerd.
What was your business before you decided to leave your village?
I was basically like a sort of wizard's apprentice in to the main wizard of our village. What I wanted to, when you're a small gnome in a small village, you kind of have your sights set on bigger things in the wider world that's out there. And it was that kind of inquisitive nature that drove him to branch out and go and see the world.
Turned into a bit of a job interview, isn't it? It feels like.
yeah, I mean, for one, I applaud your bravery and
Indeed.
your balls. Really, that's you must have got a hell of a fanfare jumping down into the yawning portal by yourself. I imagine the gathered patrons of the tavern would have been not fancying your chances. So, kudos for surviving this long.
They don't pay too much attention to small gnomes. I tend to slip by, mostly unnoticed, or at least sort of not unseen, but not really much attention paid to me. Just how I've kind of survived this long on without party.
But we could do with a bit of that, I think.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, I mean, I don't do too badly slipping past unnoticed, but it's not the same when we're a complete ensemble. So is there something in particular you're looking for down here?
Yeah, so the reason I'm down here specifically, I've been told of. Let me just check my notes what it was actually called.
You've not got notes. Yeah,
Hey, I've got notes. It's the first time for everything.
Jesus.
First time for
Wow.
everything. No more vibes-based play. Only
Is
notes.
this Kalen or Adam who has
Right.
notes? I'm
Sorry, this is
confused.
because
It was
I'm at home with all my monitors. I can afford to have my notes up.
nice.
So
Check him out.
Adam's
I
got his own
was
character growth.
exactly.
Yeah.
He loves D&D, and now he loves notes. So, I'd heard a rumor of this ship, this lost pirate ship that was like an arcane imbued special vessel called the Scavenger. The rumor has it that there's potentially some kind of powerful arcane like item or maybe a tome or spellbook. That part I'm a little bit unsure about, but I was told it was sort of lost down here. And it's exactly the kind of thing that would pique my interest, and I'd be like, "Ooh, maybe I can learn some new magic spells, or I can get something that might help me become a even more capable wizard." So that was the draw for me to come exploring down in the depths.
A pirate ship in the dungeon? That sounds. I mean, we had a bit of we had a brief dalliance with some potential pirates up around Waterdeep and in the harbour there, and
We did.
I was quite drawn to. I was quite drawn. It does appeal. It does appeal to me, and as he says this, you'll see the a form of saw, which is definitely an owl, but with distinctly magpie features, come and perch on Tavis's shoulder. As he says that he was potentially drawn to the pirate lifestyle, it just didn't quite pan out. And as a wizard, I'm gonna guess as a wizard, you're probably gonna recognize this as a spell, not an actual bird, but you'll see and notice that this is find familiar, and this is Tavis's familiar that lands on his shoulder.
Travis, for just taking an active interest in that subject, you can roll a history check. The DC is going to be really, really high, but you can roll a history check for the ship.
If you know your history. I got 10.
No, it's not one that you're familiar with or has been in the stories.
Cool.
You sort of in your head you're like scavenger. When you
Scavenger. I am enchanted. I like the idea. Like, yeah, maybe the slight Tavis's bardic inclinations are already starting to think about tales that he could tell about this scavenger, because it's got a good name to it, but yeah, he doesn't actually pick it. Okay, so you're down here to kind of find that, and you're willing to jump in with us and our group, and you've got our backs and we've got yours. Is that right?
That's my thinking. I think I'm definitely, as much as I'm capable of slipping through things on my own, I think seeing those big ballistas come alive, and then seeing your party come through, how sort of well equipped, and the fact that one of them was a giant spider, I think maybe thought I'm perhaps better with these guys than not. I think it might be a safe option, because I don't know what else could be down here. Kind of come in somewhat carefree, somewhat excited by the prospect, and maybe I'm realizing there might be more to it than perhaps realized.
And let's say that you find this ghost ship that you're talking about. Are you going to share the spoils with the party?
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be after the sort of if there's some kind of arcane knowledge or tome or an artifact, that's kind of what I'll be going for. But you would imagine a pirate ship is likely to have bounty of other things. I'm not so much material focused. If you wanted to take that as your payment, if you found some kind of treasure chest, then I'd be happy to share that with the group. There'd be something in it for everyone, I think.
That was the correct answer.
Morthos with a bit of
Box.
like intimidation there, like. So just seems like we're aligned here, Caitlin. But I just wondered, do you know how far into this dungeon you might be heading to find this ship?
I don't know for certain. I'm imagining the fact that it's sort of barely a rumour. It's got to be quite a way in. It's you would know a pirate ship when you see it. So I'm imagining most people, if they're venturing down, they're probably not getting very far and they're turning back. The fact that it's not a well-known thing, it's not something that many people are coming to explore, then I imagine very few people have seen it, so I'm guessing it's got to be buried some way into this place.
Okay.
It's not going to be you're not going to just stumble across it, I don't think.
Well, I think it's probably worth revisiting this conversation to make sure that our goals are aligned, because we have a specific task in mind that will take us deep into this dungeon. And we need to just, I guess, reconcile every now and again how far we're prepared to go. But
Yeah, that's fair.
for now, we're conscious that allies are a positive thing. Did you happen to encounter any of the what we've come to know as the fine fellows of Daggerford on your journey so far?
Did I?
Roll. Well, no, I need to roll for it. No, you didn't. No.
Okay. No, I did not.
Okay, good to know.
Now that I think about it, no.
They seem to be a group who have, fractured quite quickly. And to that point, most of them, it seems, are ending up on the foul side of on the foul side of anything, really. And their experience, knowing that them being a group who's headed down here before us, have been at least fractured and at least 2 of them dead, just really speaks to me to the strength in numbers and in solidarity and in trying to keep our goals aligned. And a regular check-in, I think, would be a valuable thing. This is not a place to take lightly. This is a place of danger and a place of risk.
We've seen some bits down here since we came down here. As I'm sure you have as well. Okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely pleased that we've stumbled across each other then. I think I have a particular set of skills that I'm sure I can help with. And looking at your party, you certainly look more than capable, so I think we can definitely help each other out.
And Tavis will hold out his hand and kind of do the whole like adventurer's embrace thing, forearm to forearm, and just
That's an honour.
So with leaning forward, with Tavis leaning forward and taking your arm, what is it that, because what we didn't do, we did for everyone that was present, but we didn't do for you guys, is really introduce your character in terms of what they look like. You've got an inkling of what you look like, but not, from the horse's mouth. So when Tavis leans forward, what does Kaelin see?
Okay, so you see a hooded figure, and you see a grey skin, fairly bright blue eyes, and not knowing how experienced Kaelin is, but if Kaelin has had any experience or knowledge of Tavis, he will see of Drow, he will see a distinct sort of a dark elf features to this person. Like his skin's almost like a sickly grey colour, and he's almost shrouded in sort of shadow. He's just dark, and he naturally like appears slinked and hidden. He's slight. He's only like 5.5 feet, 5'7", something like that. He's very lithe. His eyes are bright and vibrant. And he looks a bit. Genuinely looks a bit spooky.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I think I'd probably be a little uncertain, but I'd be also pleased that you're offering, a sort of relatively warm welcome. That maybe there's a slight hesitation, but then grasp the outstanding arm and sort of say, yeah, I'm glad we're aligned.
And Tavis would notice this hesitation and like, I don't fully know where I come from. I know that I know that my mother was a human and a good person. I know that the person that stood in the place of my father was not, and is not of my blood. I have questions, but I'm here trying to do my best. And these fine folk have accepted me, and we've done some good things together. And then I'll have...
to know that we're good people.
That's how it seems to me. We shall draw our judgments as time goes on.
So
But I'll
is
take
that,
you at
is
your
that
word.
what you're here for? Are you just seeking answers of where you come from? Is that what drives you?
Right, before I answer that, Darrell, was anything covered from the rest of the party about why we're down here?
No.
Okay. So Taris' response to that is going to be, I am certainly curious about what's down here, about how it might link to me, my lineage, my history. I am with this group of people because they have saved me more than once. And we seek answers down here.
Okay, good to know. Sounds like there may be many questions that the place could possibly hold answers to. I hope for all our sakes we can find some of them at least.
And the more time we spend, I'm sure, the more we will learn of each other. But for now, I am willing to call you friend. And as he says that, Saw will hop from my shoulder to yours and just perch there. You just got a little owl that's in the colours of a magpie perched on your shoulder for a little minute.
Give him a little pet.
And then for Morthos then, so what does he see when he sees Morthos?
Morthos, you see a half orc, about 6'3", so a lot taller than you. Probably quite intimidating. Skin's not sort of dark, sort of orc-like. It's more sort of pale grey, owing to having a human father. He's got two sort of vampiric-like teeth protruding from his mouth from the bottom, and a bald head, apart from a samurai-like ponytail, which is constantly in knots and dirty. The main thing that you'd probably notice is his eyes, which are always staring, and a blood red, which is in contrast to, his skin. Having said that, he's not particularly muscular, but his stature is that he's quite tall.
Seems intimidating to a little gnome.
But yeah, walk over and put my hand out. Just so it's nice to stumble across another friend.
Well, reach up and take it. So yeah, well, I'm pleased we've met.
Is there anything that Tavis and Morthos would like to do with the rest of the time on the watch?
No, I'm good. I've still got Sore up, so I'm happy with that. Keeping the old format and do I want to fuck around and find out? No, Tavis is fine.
No, nothing for me. But what I would do is sort of be sitting and just keeping my eyes firmly on your edition. Just trying to not intimidate him, but just trying to consider him and trying to see what he's all about. So the trust isn't necessarily there yet.
Understandable.
Actually, Daryl, I guess I'd occasionally have Thor. I'd occasionally sit back to back with Morthos, and have Thor do it. Just do like laps of the small area that we're in, and just use his vision a little bit, just in case. Just kind of do that on the regular, like every 10 minutes, just to check if there's anything coming from the perimeters that Tavis wouldn't have seen.
Yeah. So this room is 20 foot high, dominated by these big vats. But it's quite a substantial room, to be fair. And obviously you can see that it's been heavily it's been worked by. You can tell it's dwarven. Do you know what I mean? It's just got that dwarven sort of look to it. That sort of like Bavarian sort of type sort of look. As he flies round, yeah, you can see that the room is secure. There's one, excuse me, one door obviously to the east and the double doors to the west. You can see that there's the piles of zirkwood barrels that are there. You can see the top of the gantries where the dwarves would have been. Would have used that to test the rails and to add the ingredients and various things like that. You can see that these vats are constructed with wood, the same sort of zirk wood that you can see. You can see that there's all copper bands and large steel rivets that go through it around the top and the sides. You can see that on the top there is where the lid sort of hinges vertically. You can see this steel hinge, and then you can also see that there's like a submarine door type wheel mechanism for unlocking and opening up the top of the vat. You can see that where people have scattered around is around to the south side, curled up on his mat. Very quiet and very peaceful in this room.
Okay, I think as Tavis sees some of this stuff from the top view from Thor's eyes, he's gonna be tempted and sort of nudge Morthos and Kaelin and be like, "Why don't we go and just check if see what the ale's like?"
I think that's a great idea. I've been waiting for someone to ask that.
So yeah, make our way. Is there like walkways up to it? Can you get up to it, or does it need to be?
Yeah.
Would we need to be?
I'll just draw them on because it does make it slightly easier. So so what you've got is a walkway from here that runs round like that. This with the stairs. There.
Oh yeah.
And then you've got the same.
Yeah.
Oops. Yeah, you got the same there.
Yeah. So I would suggest we have a walk up, got water skins and stuff like that, and just go and have a look. What's actually, if there's stuff in these vats or not.
You're going to have a look if there is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I asked Morthos and Kaelin if they wanted to come with. So if they,
Yeah.
Morthos said yeah. Yeah.
Which one
Okay,
are
so
you?
where are you investigating?
Probably would go to the very first one. Let me actually be helpful for you, Daryl. Sorry, mate. Up to here, right on the top thingy.
Yeah, you can it's of a decent height, but you sort of the gantry sort of comes right up to the top, so you just give it a bit of a lean over. There's like a handle on the wheel, which you can turn and release, and you can hear the mechanism, and you hear like an intake of air,
Yeah.
and with that, almost an exhale of air from the vat. You get this sort of stale ale type of smell as you pull open the lid and just peer inside. And this one is dry. It's dried out completely at the bottom.
Okay. Okay. Right. Happy to RP the whole thing if you want, but basically want to follow that procedure for the rest of the other vats.
Okay. So taking the north 3 with the gantry that you're on.
Yeah.
Various different smells as you work your way along. So you get the feeling that some of these may have had a darker ale in there than the one that you open. But yeah, you have a look in there. The vat in itself is in a good condition, but it looks pretty dry. The last one, the one on the west, has got a slight glisten at the bottom, which you're not even certain it's water. It might just be some sort of residue left over from the process of making ale so long ago. Making your way to the south, heading up the gantry to the first one. This one is empty, but smells very much like the very first one that you opened. So you're sort of maybe feeling that the ale is maybe getting darker as it goes, as you're going along. Really sort of rich and dark ale at the other end. Same with the second one. The third one, when you open, and the last vat that you open, this one's got quite a pungent smell. Really quite acrid scent to it. Who's with you?
I definitely made my way that way, as I would have taken Saw with me.
I presume I would have just followed along.
Yeah, I've followed along as well. I'm struggling a bit with D20 today for some reason. I don't know what it's doing.
So, for those that went into that were there in the first room, Tavis, you were in there as well. You remember the taps on the pillar, and you remember that all of them were pretty dry as you were going round. I can't particularly recall who was doing it, but as they were going round, they were turning all the taps, and nothing was coming out. One tap let go of a sort of really horrible green sludgy liquid, and your first impression is it's that pipe. Whatever's in here is that pipe. With that, there's a bit of a rumble in the vat itself. You feel that there's a bit of shaking to it, and you feel it against the gantry, and you actually hold on to the rail of the side. You just sort of gripping as you can sort of feel this, the whole thing sort of quivering and moving. Suddenly, the lid is just blown off the top in front of you. The red just goes, and it clatters to the north end of the room itself with this huge crack, and you sort of pull back a little bit just in terms of, well, hang on, I'm not really certain what's going on, and you start to see something rising from the vat itself, and at first you see a eyeball on a stalk, and then you see another eyeball on a stalk. These are rotten and wretched, as you're now familiar with.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Immediately Ray of Frost.
A beholder zombie.
Shit,
and with that, we're gonna go for initiative.
Would the noise would have woke me and Isma up?
That big clap would have woken everyone up.
So,
I was going to say, if not, could I shout to them and say, wait?
For the sake of it, for how long that they were chatting and whatever else, exploring, I would say that just about finished the rest. So everyone has had the long rest.
Does that include Tavis?
Yeah, you just give me one sec because it's really hard bouncing between these screens to get.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Just couldn't leave it alone.
Tavis likes to investigate. Tavis likes to push things. That's what he does. Come on, get aware.
One as well.
You had to go and do it, didn't you?
While we're all
Of course.
sleeping.
Listen, we're here. We're here to do stuff.
Just say yes.
So much stuff.
I love it. Chaos. Tavis loves chaos. That's why he's been dead twice.
Could be a third time today.
Fuck around. Find out.
Find out, yeah.
Okay, so let's go with a bit of.
I've got 2 initiatives to roll, haven't I? I'm gonna try Jay's method of using 2 sets of dice for the different characters.
Not gonna let it fucking wind me up. I'd love to roll in at 20 just once on initiative, but don't worry about it. I'm alright.
Oh my
sure,
days,
mate?
that was bad.
Alright, okay then. So 25 to 30. You can get that high. Suppose you couldn't you, really?
Bear with me when I. Tavis is definitely not there. Nope.
Okay. 25. Sorry, 20 to 25. No. 15 to 20.
17.
16.
15.
17 is the highest. Negan. 16 was who?
They're in.
Sorry. 15 Morthos.
Yep.
That's good. Normally you're quite low on the ranking there. Like me.
Yeah.
Okay. 10 to 15.
Talion Talion is 12.
And what was
11 for
Kalen?
Kalen.
12. So 12 and 11. So Thalion. Kalen. Okay, 5 to 10.
7 for Isla with the shit dice.
And for Tavis.
7 for Tavis as well.
Yeah, with a roll of 2.
Oof.
Ouch.
Paul gone
Yeah,
prone.
but you've got the higher dex modifier, haven't you?
Yes, we'll have probably +3. Sorry, Daryl, I fucked up. 18 for Saw. I forgot. Saw has his own dex.
Okay, so with that, this huge clatter and this this beast that you've seen before, this undead abomination, eye stalks coming out, 4 of them, this large eye, glazed and white like cataracts. This stench is coming from it as it rises up, and we'll go to the top of the round then. So Saw.
So it's inside this vat, is it?
It's rising out of the vat, yeah.
So can everyone see it, or can most people not see it?
I would say the roof is only 20 feet, and it's now coming out of it. It's not all the way out. It's like, it'd be coming out. There wouldn't be much left in it. I'd say that everyone would be able to see this thing.
Okay.
Bearing in mind, this is a large creature.
Yes,
Yeah, but-
yes, of course, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's right on. That's because of the light. But
It's fine. I was just saying I can't see it. Actually see it.
yeah, okay.
Because if I could, they're gonna be smiling.
Thor is gonna fly down to Negan and hover above Negan.
Okay.
And hold an action. No, it only needs his reaction. Thor's gonna fly down to Negan, hover above Negan, and give Negan the help action if he stays where he is. And
Okay.
yeah, other things can happen later.
Okay. That takes us then to Negan.
Woo. So how high is the vat?
Less than 20 feet. Let's say it was 15 feet.
15 feet, and then above that, so get that. Fire breath wouldn't get up there. All right, I'm gonna as obviously I get woken up. Immediately, obviously look as I'm looking up, I see this thing coming out. I straight away attach one of my axes to my chain of returning, and I want to throw my axe at it, and hit it with my axe.
Okay. Roll for the attack.
That is 16 to hit.
16 hits.
And that is 8 points of damage on the first axe.
8 points.
Now, can I pull it back and then throw it again, or have we decided that obviously I'll have to just throw my second axe?
Whatever you want to do.
Well, if I can pull it back and I can throw it again as my second action, then that's fine. But if you're saying my second action
No,
is to pull it,
I'd say that without having a look at it, I think that the chain pulls.
yes.
Second.
I think it was a bonus to pull it back, wasn't it?
I think is it a bonus action? have to have a look at the what I sent you.
Let's just say it's fine for today.
Yeah.
Give me one sec. See if we can see it in our messages, Joe.
I know where to find it. It's just hang on. I've got to get it up on my phone, so obviously it's what I'm.
Yeah, okay. Let's say it's a bonus action to return it.
Hang on, mate.
Yeah, let's just say it's a bonus action. I'll have a look at it. Let's just keep the round going.
Okay, my man. All right, so I pull it back Mortal Kombat style, and then I throw it again, and
Yeah.
that is a 26 to hit,
Hits.
and that is 9 points of damage.
Okay. As yeah, you're. Are you just going for like a straight throw, or are you starting to use the chain as a bit of a like sort of whip it in that way, or?
I almost punch the chain forward, so as I'm like, it's almost like like I would with my trident, but I'm almost just throwing it, and then as I know it hits, I then just pull it straight back and then catch it.
Yeah. Yeah, Caitlin, from where you're standing, you see the Dragonborn that you've just met pulls out this hand axe, but on the bottom of this hand axe, the handle's almost like sort of extended, and you sort of see that there's like a golden handle, which is looks like almost like a serpent's head is holding onto the bottom of his axe. As he rears back with this axe and punches it towards, you see that it hits the chain goes taut, and then there's a savage rip where he catches it back again and unleashes it straight back into the beast. That's still attached though for Negan.
Yeah.
Because your bonus action was to pull it back, so that's still attached.
Yeah, it's still out now. Yeah.
So for your next round. Okay. Anything else for Negan?
He just sort of smiles.
Okay. Moving on to Thorin.
Yeah, Thorin sees the zombie beholder rising out of the vessel, and he's like, nope. Thinks to himself about Fireball, and if he could drop it into the bottom of the vessel, and if his friends would be okay, and decides not to chance it, and
Nice.
casts Eldritch Blast instead.
Smoke it.
Okay.
Smoke him if you got him.
First one is 26 to hit,
Hits.
and second one is a 22 to hit.
Both hit.
First one does 10 points of force damage and 3 points of fire damage. The second one does 10 points of force damage. And then Thorin will back up behind this silo and tell Thalen that there's a beholder there. Zombie beholder, that way.
Okay. That takes us to Morthos.
Yeah, Morthos is gonna get the fuck out of the way. So I'm gonna move here. And then I'm just gonna cast Blade Ward. Sorry, not Blade Ward. Mage Armor.
Okay. Yeah. As you do, you just feel this arcane shift to your outer presence. A sensation you're used to. You have like a corporeal sort of. It looks like armor. It's got this sort of like the plate sort of effect where they're coming together, but because it is corporeal, because it is sort of that transparent sort of look to it. It just it looks quite cool as you're forming this mage arm around you. Is that going to be the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay, moving on to Talion.
Right. How far away is Talion from this creature? Because I can't see the creature on the map.
Okay, so that's going to be a directly. He's 25 feet from it, but he hasn't got line of sight because of the vat that's in the way.
The creature hasn't risen above the vat.
So that I'll just ping it. It has risen above, but you've got another 15-foot vat in front of you.
Yes.
Right up against you.
Yes. If I were to move here, would I be able to see it?
Yep.
Okay. Talion's going to move there, and he's going to. This might be a bad shout, but I'm just going to do it because I'm learning druid shit. So I'm within 60 feet of it now, aren't I?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You're 15 feet away. Obviously, he's elevated, but you can't really work that out with this. So.
Yeah. So Dalian moves out there, brings up. Actually, you know what he does? Dalian moves out there, sniffs, hocks a bit of a loogie, spits it out in front of himself, and creates a shard of ice, and flings it at this creature using ice knife.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, that's what he does. So it's going to be a spell attack. I'm going to use this dice because that's the dice that's what I use for Italian. That's going to be a 19 to hit.
Hits.
It does. It does 1d10 piercing damage, and then it the shard of ice explodes, and any creature within 5 feet of it takes more damage, including that creature itself.
What's the spell, mate? Ice
Knife.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. To be fair, they have a dexterity saving throw. If
yeah, they do.
But I don't know if any targets are in 10 feet of it.
I would say that
Because it's kind of hovering.
I'd say that Isla's below.
So within 5 feet, it's only 5 feet of it. Yeah, it's only 5 feet, not 10.
But I would say that Kaelin is on the gantry. Am I right in saying that?
I'm on the gantry.
And then that would be the same for Tavis as well.
Yeah.
Well, go with it.
Okay, cool. So 7 damage from the ice knife.
Did you roll the attack?
Yes. But I can't remember what it was, but it was a hit.
That's okay.
It was like 20 odd.
Yeah.
7 damage from the ice knife.
Yeah.
And now I'll roll the 2d6 for the creatures around it.
No. It says, oh yeah, hit or miss, the shard explodes, yeah. The target and each creature within 5 feet must succeed a dexterity saving throw. So what's the DC?
The DC is, bear with me because it is not my character. The DC, spell save DC is 15.
Okay, so Kaelin, can you roll a dexterity saving throw with a DC of 15? And then same for Tavis, please.
Tavis.
What did you say? Dex saving throw?
Dex saving throw, yeah.
Tavis failed.
Natural 1.
A 1.
Natural 1.
Right,
And then with a modifier,
Yeah.
it's 2. But yeah, it's a bad.
Tavis.
Yeah, Tavis failed.
Okay, so that's 2d6 cold damage then from Thalion.
Yeah, that's 7 cold damage.
So you each take 7 points of cold damage. As he and I love the descriptive, by the way, as he spits into his hand and forms that shard of ice, just flinging it. When he flings it, it's almost like it's weightless. It's almost like it's like nothing. Just there's a bit of a flick and it's gone straight into the beholder, who again isn't really referencing the pain that you would see in another creature. Just sort of absorbs it and carries on. That then explodes and shatters. And Kaelin, Tavis, you get this rain of glittery ice crystals that are needle sharp. You feel it embed in and around your face and against your arm as you shield your eyes. That was new. Anything else for Battalion?
He's down on the floor, isn't he?
Yeah.
But he's got range for this creature at the moment. I don't know what bonus actions he has. No, he's cool. Talion's. Well, obviously that creature also took the 7 cold damage as well.
Okay.
That wasn't just for us two.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so that then takes us to Kaelin.
Yeah, I want to back up and get further away from this thing. It's not close enough that it'll attack me, is it, if I move?
Yeah, I would say so, yeah. You get an attack of opportunity.
Okay, in that case, I'll change my plan. I will instead going to use that then. If I use Misty Step, can that get me away from it without
Yeah, I
getting
think it
attacked?
does, to be honest. We have a quick read.
Attack it!
Well, no, because I don't want to get. You've already hit me, and I don't want to get hit anymore.
With wizards.
Don't
Wait.
hit me.
I have an AC of 10, so
You down
Yeah,
single
but you have an attack potential of 1,000,000. Just kill it.
fine. Okay, change
No,
plan again.
don't. Do what you think. Do not listen to me. I'm just shitting you.
Tavis dies a lot.
Tavis does die a lot, yeah. He's not the best character. He's not the best. I'm not the best D&D player you've ever seen, honestly.
I want
It's
to
a
go
miracle I'm still here. It's only the fact that Daryl is a merciful person.
I don't know how powerful this thing is. I'm getting halfway.
No, there was a spell scroll of a river ice. That was all on the party.
And we had a lot of gold, Tavis. Don't forget that.
Yeah, a lot of gold.
We love gold.
You had a willing soul. Okay, so your Misty Step, yeah?
Yeah, so I can Misty Step 30
Occupied
feet.
space in 30 feet.
Yeah. So I'm gonna. How do you do that measurement thing?
So if you go on the bar on the left hand side, you've got like a T, and then below is like a rule.
Or the ruler
click on
thing.
that, yeah, you can then see there's a line, and once you've clicked on that, you can. That's it. You can then.
I'm gonna shoot over there.
Yeah.
I love this. We've just had a big chat, and it's been like, yes, I am brave. We will help each other. Oh shit, danger! I'm fucking off.
In fairness, I wasn't expected to be my first attack by my own party.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
I am Misty stepping the hell out the way over there.
Okay, so the Misty Step is actually a bonus action.
How is it? Does that
Yeah.
mean I can still
So
I can still do an attack?
You still actually have an action, yeah.
Oh, sick! I'll do that then as well. I will
Can't be a spell.
fire off magic missile, I think, please. Which is
You've used a spell. So have you got anything else?
no.
Cantrip.
I use cantrip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will use. Let me get my other book open. And it is called. Oh no, screw it. I'll just use Firebolt because it's easier. Can I use Firebolt?
You going for Fireball, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. Range spell attack. And it does 2d10 at this level.
Yeah. So so roll your attack.
It's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Right, and then 2d10. Which is these ones, isn't it? Yeah. 16.
16 points of damage. Yeah. For you, Tavis, you just see that Kalen just steps back, and it's almost like a heat wave that just comes around. It's just that shimmer of reality that comes around, and then he's gone, reappearing over the other side of the room. Not that you can see him in your eye line, but suddenly the whole beholder is rocked to the side by a blast of flame. Anything else for your turn, for Kalen?
No, that's it. Thanks.
Okay, that takes us to Tavis.
Cool. How close am I? I'm not in melee, am I?
Yeah, you're melee, yeah.
I am in melee. And is anybody else in melee?
No. Well, Saw's on naked shoulder, so no.
Okay. And this gantry, there's not... Sorry, Dal, because this is weird because of rogues and hiding and stuff. There's anywhere I can move and hide.
If you could jump off the gantry itself to below the gantry, you would take an attack of opportunity to do that. Hiding wise,
is there like a balcony thing that I can hide beneath the balcony?
He's now levitating. You could jump into the vat below him.
It doesn't sound very hidden, and it does sound a bit dangerous.
A load of green sludge in there.
You know what? Tavis doesn't hate it. Am I gonna get an attack of opportunity there? Am I gonna be right past him?
I'd say technically you would, right? But let's say for the sake of it, because I like where it's say for the sake of it, stealth check, which is essentially your hide action. So if you do your hide action now,
Yeah.
because that's what you're aiming to do, isn't it? You're aiming to hide before you do anything.
Yeah, and
Hiding in this circumstances just turns out to be below the beholder.
Yeah, and then fling daggers. So that is a 21.
And that's against his passive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So Tavis, with the flame hitting the side of the beholder and the beholder's attention just turning around towards where Kaelin is in the north, you, one hand on the side of the vat, both feet in, and drop. I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
Okay. Right. Seven was the best that I got, but it was a natural one, Daryl, so
Yeah, so as you land in this horrible sludge that's at the bottom, your feet automatically give way and you're prone, lying and looking up at the top of this vat, this beholder, glue just dripping off it and onto you from where it's been sitting in its own putrid filth, eye stalks moving around. You hold your breath for a second to see whether it's going to look in your direction, and it doesn't. You are hidden.
Oh shit! So can I still make attacks?
You're prone at the minute, but yeah.
So I'm trying to make. How far away from me is it?
We said it was like 15 feet, so yeah, it's about 15 feet above you.
Okay. So can I still try my bracer of daggers attacks?
Yeah.
And I am hidden.
Yep.
The first one is 14. 22 to hit.
It's.
That is 21 points of damage for the first hit. And then 20 to hit for the second attack.
It's not natural, I take it.
Yeah, not natural, sorry. That is 3, 4, 5, 6 points of damage for the second dagger.
Yep.
Wash, wash. There we go.
So as you jump, landing into this dark vat, your feet automatically giving way, but staring up in that moment as this goo is coming down, you look up, seeing the beholder, instantly go into your bracer, pulling out this corporeal knife, flinging once, going straight back down and coming back with the backhand straight up. It's like Empire Strikes Back when they cut open the horse thing at the beginning. There's shredding it, and these like guts and, well, not even guts for what it is, just start to pour out and start to land on you with this like thud of almost like huge bird shit, just sort of thudding all down you if you've managed to slice into it. For those that's down below, you sort of see, just for a split second, what looks to be like a confused look as these eye stalks start to pan quite quickly and move around, and the eye starts to almost roll. And Tavish, you look thinking yes, and you see that the blades have returned to your bracer. You look at it, and it's looking a bit shaky. You know you got some decent hits on it, but then it starts to dawn on you as this thing is, well, it's losing its height, and it's losing its height quite rapidly. As you've managed to kill the beholder is now just free falling down on top of you in one big splat. That will be.
Have you ever made a beholder climax?
You take 8 points of damage as this beholder just the huge weight of it and this thing just explodes in like this putrid, like Dawn of the Dead way. Is all up the sides of this wall is just covered in this horrible mess and muck, and you are currently at the bottom of it, being suffocated.
Right, can I uncanny dodge that or not?
No. This thing is the size of the vat. It's falling into its own footprint.
Fair. Fucking hell. Okay.
You start to tear and pull, and you're just trying to find some air that doesn't reek on. There's this goo. It's going in your nose, in your ears. As you've opened your mouth, it pours in there. You're just trying to rip your way through it and try and get through it. I need you to roll a strength check.
Strength is not good. Okay, right, bear with us.
It's in my mouth.
Did anyone see where Tavis went?
What I'm saying is, next time he wants to drink, go to the tavern.
I just got an actual 20 on the strength check. For a 22.
Okay. Yeah, you it takes a little bit of time, but you manage to rip away, and in this last moment of breath that you've got, you're just pulling it. It's like flesh apart. And you look round, and you are absolutely covered in just crap. And you look around, you see these like broken eye stalks here, and one sort of looking this way, this open mouth with vicious teeth. And you sort of stare around, and at that point you realise that the reason why you were able to tear your way out quite convincingly is that you've just come through the main eye. As you look around, you're standing there in the center eye of this beholder.
I'll say, to add to this, I've got the cantrip of shape water. Just like the last little thing is like I'm desperately trying to not get fucking succumb to this. So I'm just use that magical cantrip that I've got of shape water to just remove the water from where I'm trying to breathe, so I'm able to actually breathe, and that kind of helps me to achieve getting out of this situation without being murdered.
You've had to be quite surgical as you get out, because there's all sorts of bones in there and whatever else that you're trying to maneuver past and through this part of where the skull is, and then out, and then crawling through, and you come through the eye of the beholder. You take this inhale of breath. You smells putrid, and you look up, and there's 15 foot and then light above the vat itself.
Yeah, I think Tavish just comes out coughing and spluttering. One more down.
Isla shouts up, "Stop pissing about, Tavis."
Yeah, if only we all had your wisdom, Isla.
Okay. Okay. I was trying to say that in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in 6 attacks in 1 round of combat, you managed to do over 93 hit points of damage in that time.
Whoa.
Quite a lot.
Oh,
Quite a lot. I don't think there was any misses really. So good stuff.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, you're currently in the bottom of this vat. It's not going to be easy to try and climb out of there. Everyone else, you've just seen this beholder just free fall into its own lair, if you like. Unsure really of how it's managed to, why it's doing it. Is it hiding? Is it dead? You don't know. It looked like
help. Any help, please? This is.
Thorin goes up there to lend a hand. Looks down and almost throws up by what you can see inside that hole.
Make a Constitution saving throw, and Tavis as well.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Constitution.
Saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
8.
I got 7 for Constitution saving throw. Yeah.
And what did Thorin get?
8.
8. Yeah, you're balking a lot. You're managing to keep whatever you've had down in your rations, but yeah, it stinks.
And he turns his head away and reaches down to try and lift him out.
Oh,
There's 15,
thank you.
Well, it's still quite a way.
We need a rope or something, yeah.
Is it just the vat's made out of wood?
Yeah.
Can I go up to it and obviously bang on the side that I'm closest to, and then obviously I've pulled my chain back now, and then I just want to try and axe a hole through.
Yeah, smash it.
Yeah, it takes a good couple of goes, and as you do, it's almost like a dam bursts, and you see that this sludge just starts to pour out onto the floor and pool around your feet. But once you've managed to get sort of a decent size enough hole, you just start to yank at some of the wood. This wood again feels like wood, but doesn't at the same time. It feels a little bit more pliable, a bit more flexible than wood that you'd normally see. This Zerk wood, it's not like what you would normally typically class as wood, and then you pull it, prise it, and Tavis, you see that there's a light that appears from this banging of Nagan's axe, and you see that there's a way of getting out.
Yeah, we've got to crawl and scrabble out and be like, that was fucking disgusting.
You see that he looks rank.
You got real up close and personal there, Tavis.
Yeah, I've got fucking zombie shit all over me. I mean, ugh.
I can smell it.
Any help? Where's that? Come on. Any help, Thorin?
I'll head down to where Tavis is, and as I go down there, like, hey, Kaelin, have you got anything that we can help clean him up?
I don't think I do. That's what I was just trying to look at and see if I've got like a spell or something, but maybe I've just got some like water in my bag I could give you.
I start using prestidigitation to clean the muck off of him.
Thank God, Jesus.
because I can't bear the smell of him.
Yeah, it stinks. Absolutely stinks. You're getting your breath back, Tavis, and sort of breathing air and sort of having a bit of a walk round and shaking and shuddering at the thought of where you've just been. Yeah, right then. So having killed the zombie, or beholder zombie, beholder comes before the zombie, and relieving Tavis of the goop from within the what do you guys want to do next?
Just like
Isla wants to ask the gnome and just say, "Did you not hear that in there?" Or
No, it wasn't. It wasn't moving, and I'm guessing it didn't hear me because it's only sort of we've been here a good few hours, haven't we? And it didn't move, so I guess it was only when we disturbed it.
Yeah, but none of us saw it come in.
I would just try when I'm down there. Is there anything I can ascertain about this disgusting gloop stuff that might be in any way useful in terms of a potential harmful substance in the future if I was able to like take some of it or anything like that?
I mean, you can. A couple of things in there. So either are you investigating it in terms of what is it, or are you just taking some for prosperity and the fact that it could come in useful in the future? If that's the case, then you'd need a container to do that, and if you've got one, then you can just scoop it up and put it wherever you want to put it.
I guess probably before taking anything, I'm just trying to figure out what it is. Yeah, I think I've at least got one empty vial of healing potion that I've used previously. So I'm just trying to, I guess, yeah, I'm trying to ascertain if there's anything if it's worth keeping, or if it's just gloop.
Roll an investigation.
Good. It's a total of 10.
It's not burning anything. It's not like it's an acid where it's eating or eroding at any particular material. It's just sort of sitting there stagnant and stinking. In which case you just believe it's just the putrid mess that's been left over after this beholder became an undead beholder.
Yeah. That's fine. No, just leave it then. Try and get out there.
Daryl, the question out of D&D is, where I did know your enemy before on a zombie beholder, would I know that had the same points, or would I have to then know it again to know what that one was? Could it be different as it is?
I mean, I would imagine that as you're learning, like any other, that you're retaining that information.
Yeah.
However, there's a caveat to this. If you've got that written down in your note, as in I've made a note and I can see visibly that that's what it is, then that would be part of your memory. If you're asking me to tell you, do you recall it, then that would be a history check on whether or not you would recall that information.
But if I've recorded the information that I've got, would I then know that every zombie beholder that I come up against would be the similar, or it could be that one could be a lot stronger, or?
I mean, that would be down to you as an individual to make that assumption.
Okay, all right, that's fine, man.
But yeah, but A, it's an assumption, but B, it's a pretty strong one. So
yeah, that's fine. Then I just wanted to clarify.
Okay, what do you guys want to do now?
Well, as we're all rested up now, should we start making our way? Out of here into another, and then more tunnels.
Yeah.
I think it's time to move on.
Do we want to see what's through these two doors, and then Do we need to double back to that archway and see if we can try and figure out how to make it work?
But yeah, I reckon check the double doors, see if there's anything through there. If it looks like it's more things, then yeah, double back, I reckon, and go that way. Because we were heading a certain way, weren't we, before, until we moved into
Did you
this
find
one.
like a secret room as well at the start of the last session behind a wall or something?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
that's where you
I'm
found the
talking about.
arch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, that's what you mean. Sorry.
Yeah, because we went on the hunt for Kaelin, didn't we?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll go over to these doors and say to Tavis, here, can you help me see if this is trapped?
Yeah, sure thing. I can do my best. If I eventually like crawled out of this vat of stuff.
Yeah, still slightly out of breath as you're walking over. What are you checking?
I was just gonna help Tavis look for traps on the door.
Okay. So you're
Come
gonna
to a door. Yeah.
sort of clear out a few of these barrels out of the way. A lot of them are broken; they wouldn't hold water in the current condition. Just there's not a lot, but you just got to shift a few bits and pieces out of the way before you can get to the door. Just roll the investigation then for the traps.
Is he giving me advantage or not?
That was my intent.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
I know
Someone
my.
needs to get blessed quick, don't they?
Yeah, 23.
23. You give the door a good once over. Don't see anything that's suspect.
I asked Thorin, are you going for door number 1 or door number 2?
Thorin will push the door open that's right in front of him. Whichever one this is.
I'm gonna go for door number 2.
As you're opening the doors open both. These dwarves that are facing each other, both open out. You can see Negan in front of you. It's a slope. This hallway, 10 foot wide, is sloping down in front of you, really straight. And it's, I wouldn't say it was like steep, but it's a good angle that it's sloping down to. Just make a perception check.
Yeah.
Does it seem precarious in any way? Is it wet or anything like that?
13.
13. So. So yeah, the tunnel just comes down, goes at a slope, comes down to a dead end. It's dry. Yeah, it just stops at a wall at the bottom.
Is there any sort of not natural light, or is it just sort of as far as I can see?
Same as what you've got, yeah. It's what you can see.
I'm a sort of mentioned back to Thurin and Tavis. We just got another tunnel, but I can only see so far down, so I might go for a little walk just to see if it leads to anything. Then we start making my way down.
Should we grab the torch?
Let's say, well,
Yeah,
don't go by yourself. We'll do it together. That's...
Okay, as Thorin, as you're watching Negan walking down this tunnel, the floor just gives way underneath Negan, and is literally he drops and the floor pops back up.
Oh no. Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Negan, are you there?
Can I hear anything?
Right. Well, first of all, you're going to take 11 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the bottom.
Do I feel how far I've dropped?
I'm trying to work that out now. One sec. Yeah, you've fallen about 20 feet into pitch black.
Can I hear Can I hear them calling me?
You would be able to hear them, yeah.
Right, so we
It
know
would
he's
be
okay.
faint.
Yeah. Do I hear anything where I've landed though? Or was it like
Roll a perception.
Yeah. Okay. Which was Oh, 4.
I mean, it's dark in there, like really pitch black.
But yeah, I can't hear any noise.
No.
What's the floor made of?
Stone.
Stone. Thorin's gonna use a bonus action to use his elemental gift from the genie to cast fly on himself.
Okay.
So his legs just get enveloped in this elemental flame and kind of looks like a genie's tail but made of fire. And he'll go he'll float just above the floor and start making his way down the corridor looking for any sort of mechanisms that he can use to try and open the floor and hold it open.
Okay, perception check.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Everywhere is smooth stone. No levers, no buttons.
Or the whole way down as he's gone down.
Yeah, so yeah.
They go right to the end.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing that you can see that looks like a mechanism of any sort, or a button, or a lever, or anything like that.
Okay.
Negan, what are you doing?
I've got 2 torches left in my bag. Can I pull a torch out of my bag and then light it with my light it with my flame breath? To be fair.
Yep.
Yeah. So
you just like a little belch on it, a little gout of flame, and then your torch is lit.
do I feel like the way it was, it was? Do I feel like I'm in the same width kind of room below, or does it feel bigger?
You're just in a pit, but as you light your torch, what you can see is the mechanism that is operating the floor within the pit itself.
Do I feel like I could pull on the mechanism to try and open the flooring?
You just make an investigation check.
That is a 6.
It's hard to tell whether brute force would be effective.
But is it like cogs, or is it sort of like a pulley system?
From what you can see, yeah, it's probably more like a cog system. I'd say there's not like pulleys or whatever in and amongst the background. But from what you can see of itself, yeah, you're unsure whether brute strength would be the way forward, or whether it's more a mechanical thing, really.
And looking up, I can't see like a gap in the floor, like where I would see where it's actually dropped. It's completely like sealed.
It is sealed, yeah. Yeah. This is dwarven stone craftsmanship.
And if I'm 20 foot down, so it's what, 14 foot between me and that. Do I feel that like the flooring would have been quite thick? I wouldn't have really got a look at it, would I? As it's come apart and I've gone down.
Not really, no. You know that it's made of stone. How thick that stone is would be hard to determine.
Okay. With my torch, do I feel like there's nothing else down here with me though? I'm by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Did we have an immovable rod between us?
A what? Sorry, mate.
Immovable rod.
I didn't.
Not to my knowledge.
I've got it on my notes. From before we went into the dungeon. I've got it on a post-it.
Sounds legit, this, doesn't it? Where do you reckon you picked it up?
Was it in the shop?
I don't remember buying one or selling one. Sorry.
It's on a post-it with a name saying Marcus Shopkeep, and then Batfair and a piece of coal, and a quote saying "No father, don't hurt her." Not that you can read it, but it's on there.
The quote relates to Tavis, but it doesn't relate to anything else.
It also relates to Thorin, but I was also say he's not got his campaigns mixed up there.
Okay. Looking at the mechanism, can I look at one of the cogs and just see if it moves one way or another, just sort of by gently moving it?
So you feel that that this is all under some sort of tension. What did you roll on the investigation?
6.
It almost feels like it's ratchet. You know what I mean? It's like it's under that tension and not easy to release.
Okay.
It's that tension that's keeping the floor closed, which has obviously been then triggered by your weight.
Out of the game now. Can I just, sorry for meta, Thurin, if you're flying, if you stand on it and the floor gave way, you'd still be floating there, wouldn't you? You wouldn't drop down because you're flying.
Yeah.
Well, that's the only other thing. Other than me trying to mess with the cog and trying to pull it, can I give that a go first just to see if it moves slightly? If it's like,
on the cog itself.
Yeah. If I can just put my hand on and just try and sort of move it one way, almost like the door opening in the Goonies.
Yeah, make a strength check.
Do you really want me to throw this dice down?
Just go with athletics.
Oh, we changed it at the last second. 19.
It's under this immense tension, which you just cannot budget the other way. You feel that this is more of a this would require more along the lines of like thieves' tools and a bit of dexterity to try and work the mechanism, allowing it to release that tension first.
Would smith tools work? Or just thieves' tools?
I would have said thieves' tools. I would have said it was quite a fiddly task.
That's fine. I have got a crowbar. I'm just asking just to make sure before I rule everything out of my situation.
I start getting some rope out of my bag and shout to the guys. Guys, get a hold of this rope. Get ready to pull Negan up. And I'll try and usher a couple of them forward so they can work together to try and haul up our dragonborn friend.
Yeah, Negan, you're not convinced, even though you get your crowbar in there and you sort of wedge it and you think, right, okay, you're not certain that this is going to do the job. You could damage the mechanism itself, but whether that's going to release the tension and the doors or whether it's going to seal you in there is the gamble.
Once I feel that it could go either way, I just put my crowbar back in my bag and then just hold my torch out, and I'm sort of just looking around the walls to see if if anything's been written on there or there's anything that I can see that would even remotely help me at this point.
Yeah, you just seen what you've spotted already.
Balls, yeah. Okay, man.
Nice. Yeah.
I pass Tavis and whoever else. Probably Thalen's probably the next strongest after Negan.
And Morthos.
I don't think Morthos is very strong.
I think
but he's
not too bad actually.
Do your hand though.
Yeah, he's got to be stronger than Lur. It is Lur in that.
Yeah. I'll pass them the rope and then I'll lower myself down and try and fly downwards to put pressure on the floor. And if the floor opens, my plan is to try and hover where the floor is, but if it starts to move back up, I'm planning to move back up with it. I'm not going to allow myself to be trapped in between the floors.
Okay, I'm just trying to think of how this works, how you land on it while flying to put pressure on it.
I can go upside down if you want and push.
Trigger it. Okay. So in order for you to, just to clarify then, so in order for you to trigger the trap, it needs 50 pounds of weight.
Okay.
So as you're pushing against it, you find that it's a lot to push on it to trigger it because it's triggered by that weight.
Well, that's me.
Okay.
That's mean.
Alright, okay.
How much does
scratch that?
So how much do you weigh?
Me, I'm 172 pounds.
I was gonna say if Isla jumped on your back and held on to you.
It's how much pressure I can put with fly.
Oh, okay.
The next best thing that I can think of doing, guys, is there's a lot of wooden goop that's we can probably fill a barrel and roll it in here. and that could probably open it, and then we could try and jam something in there to hold it open. What do you think?
Just off what you've seen, sorry, because you were the closest one to it, you recognise that the hinges would be on the north side and the south side of the wall. So in other words, as you're looking down, it opens and then closes.
Yeah.
That's how you've seen it.
Yeah, I think that's probably our best option, to try and wedge the floor open with something as it opens, and then try and fish him out. So I move back into the room and pick up one of the barrels and start filling it with stuff.
Yeah. It's a disgusting job. As you get like a broken piece of the of one of the barrels, just like a plank, if you like, and drag another plank, even with the holes and the broken cracks in it, you manage to just pull it over and underneath the opening that Negan cracked to get Tavis out of the the keg itself, and just start to the vat and just start to just pull in this putrid slime, just filling it up. And as you start to drag it, you feel that even sort of 3/4 full, it's fairly hefty in its weight. You start to drag it along, and it's just trailing this crap that's coming out of the holes around it. You start to pull it into the tunnel itself. What sort of strikes you really is the purpose of the tunnel itself. Now that you pull the barrel in, just roll a straight intelligence check.
Yeah, it seems to make sense that this is a trash heap. Intelligence check. 12.
12. Not a trash heap. This is being constructed, and you've seen something like this quite similar in the past, especially with inns that have had basements, cellars underneath them. To get the barrels down there, they would ramp it down from the outside through a chute and into the bottom. And this, as you start to maneuver the barrel round, knowing what was in the previous room, that this looks like a chute for barrels leading to nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Why would the barrels lead to nowhere? As I start pushing the barrel out, I remember a spell I haven't used for a long time. And just let me think. Let me check if I can use it quickly or not. Yeah. I shout down to Negan. to be careful, I ask whoever's nearest to help push the barrel, and I get ready near one of the hinges at the edge to cast stone shape on it once it's open. And I'm planning on casting stone shape on the hinge to make it solid stone so it can't move.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe we break it open, see what's in it.
Negan's in it.
Surprise, motherfuckers!
Shotgun party pal.
Unless anyone's got
That's
any
good.
other ideas.
No, sorry, mate. I think you're doing the right thing, mate.
Okay, so who's dragging the barrel and how are they dragging it? My question.
Who's gonna help me push this barrel in place while I get ready to cast stone shape?
I'll help
I'm
you.
not the strongest, but I can help. I can
I'll get
use a
Nico.
mage hand.
Whoever. You just need to push it over the threshold of the floor so we can get this floor to open.
I'm coming.
So
By all means,
pushing
roll it.
Are you pushing it on the flat? You're rolling it? Which way are you doing it?
Rolling it.
Okay, you tip it onto the side and it starts to spill its contents onto the floor as you start to maneuver it and shifting it round. I'd just like you to make a make an acrobatics check for me.
12.
12. You as you're sort of maneuvering it, you feel the slope. You feel the slope is pulling at the barrel. And this barrel's weighing quite a bit, and you start to roll the barrel over, just sort of keeping it, digging your heels in, keeping it sort of straight, and you roll the barrel, looking to Thorin to give you an idea of where to stop.
Cool. I should say throw in. Let me know when.
Yeah, I'll move to where I think the edge of the trapdoor is.
Cool.
So
Yeah,
Negan fell just beyond me.
Follow you over.
You hold on to the rim now of the barrel and just easing it forward. You get it into the position, and nothing's happening. Your arms are starting to tremble. You try and pull it back a little bit, try and move it forward a little bit, move it back again, but you're starting to lose your grip with this slime and this mess, and nothing's happening. The door's not releasing. As you let go, through your grip, the barrel continues to roll all the way down the tunnel until it hits the back wall, and then it breaks, spilling its ooze on the floor.
Shit. Sorry, mate.
Does it look like the ooze is going through the floor?
The other end, you'd have to go and inspect it.
I'll go take a look.
The ooze is just pooling around the broken barrel against the wall.
Okay. I guess we try again. We've already got that weight on it. When the floor opened, did it look like it opened the full length, or just in a specific spot?
You think it was a 10 by 10 trapdoor, or as close to that as will fit in the room.
Okay.
Are we starting again?
How heavy is Isla?
Isla is only 35 LBSs.
Isla, how do you feel about standing on the floor? While I push it, and as it
To
opens,
save my best friend ever, yes.
and
And
we
he
can
just runs in.
and we can have somebody with a rope around you to stop you falling.
I'm pretty certain Isla would have said that.
He would have, word for word. I know he would have done.
If we put this rope around you, and we get Morthos and Tavis there to pull you back as soon as it opens, and I'll cast Stone Shape on it.
But if it means me getting my big red friend back, then yes. I love him more than lemons.
Are you guys on board?
I don't mind going through. If you want me to go through, I'll do that.
As good a plan as any.
Rope me up.
Alright, we tie a rope around Isla and pass the line to Morthos and Tavis.
No, tie the rope around me. Let me go. I'm here. I'm right now.
Yeah, but Tavis, Isla would be the easiest one to lift back up.
You've got Morthos. You got Negan. You're strong enough to lift me up. It's not an issue. Let me go.
Okay, Isla's gonna stay to the side then, and then let Tavis
Okay.
take the reins.
To be fair, you're probably dexterous enough to jump out of the way anyway.
Yeah.
Thinking about it.
Like I'm cool. Yeah. Let me go.
Let's do
Alright,
this.
I'll get ready on the edge of the floor to cast Stone Shape on the hinge as it opens.
So what exactly are you doing?
We're gonna have Tavis step on the floor with a rope around him. And he's gonna try and jump off
Trigger
the floor after it's triggered. And they're gonna haul him back while I cast Stone Shape.
Okay. How much does Tavis weigh?
He is like. I eventually wrote this down. Like 170 pounds, I think it was.
Okay.
Yeah, 170 pounds.
Okay. As you, so who's got the rope?
Morthos and Talion, isn't it?
Okay. So as you step on it, the floor instantly gives way. I'd like to make a dexterity saving throw
For Tavis.
for Tavis.
Come on.
I see it open at this point, yeah?
Mm-hmm. It's a vicious mechanism, and it's really, really powerful. It's quick and powerful.
Right.
like me in the bedroom.
Okay. 16. 22.
Okay, 22.
Yeah.
Okay. Thorin, I'd like you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Come on, Thorin. Natural 20.
Too good.
Mike's off my lamp.
Sorry, I was muted. I rolled a 10, but I still have fly up.
Okay.
That was
So
half what we wanted.
the floor has come down. Tavish, you managed to nimbly hop out of the way back onto the floor. This happens in a split second. Okay. So for you, Thorin, the floor has dropped. You've got to locate the hinge and touch the hinge with stone shape before it springs back up, which is literally in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I was just planning on wherever it opened up, wherever the hinge appeared
you're just gonna fuse rock in that gap.
I was just gonna fuse rock into it. Yeah, I wasn't looking for the specific mechanism. Just
sorry, you said hinge. You see, that's why.
Yeah, I just meant where the rock hinged.
Yeah. Okay. So you're just gonna fuse it with rock.
Yeah.
You manage as it drops. You manage to fuse the rock just before it starts coming back up. One side is now stuck down in the down position, and the other one has sprung back. So the north one is down.
Okay.
Saying that you're on the south, aren't you? So yeah, the south one's down, the north one's up. Nagin, you can now see that the door is open. It's flooded with light, 20 feet above.
We should be able to feed the rope down.
Yeah.
Untether. Lift me up, guys.
Pitches of pow. We're saved by the pitches of pow. What are you guys doing?
They got raspberry eruption. They got Mississippi Bud.
Yeah, let's
just get the bigger boys to keep hold of the rope and send it down.
We're gonna lower the rope down to Negan, and
I sort of throw my
between us
just
haul him
the
up.
room.
Okay.
And wait for the rope to come up. Or down.
Yeah. The rope comes down. You manage to just wrap around it, and then using your feet on the wall as they start to pull. It's a bit of a slog to get Negan up.
It's a reverse Terminator.
Negan manages to get, you need to manage to get an arm on there.
With the thumb.
The thumb's coming out. Like that. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, you manage to get an arm up to the armpit and then pull yourself up. You see that what Thorin has done is created this unusual sort of rock mound as it's fused and melded together. The rock to the wall itself, leaving this door open.
Nice.
I look at Thorin and say, I really appreciate you, man.
Well, we couldn't leave you down there. We need you to fight our battles for us.
I will fight them.
Okay, so now that you're all out, what do you want to do?
Not fall into any more pits.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's maybe go and have a look at that archway, see if we can try and figure out what it is.
Might make me think about my weight for a little while as well.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I was putting all my weight on it, but it didn't open.
It's probably because I'm, jacked, and also I've got all these weapons on me as well.
Yeah.
It all adds up.
Yeah, I suppose my staff
And
withering
you
doesn't
had your
weigh
rations when
much.
you did your.
Yeah, feeling a bit bloated today. Anyway. Yeah, let's go check the arch out then.
While you do that, and you start to head round into the room, I'm just going to move one sec. You know your way back to the room.
I think, yeah, we go straight through.
Yeah.
Down here.
Does everyone know which way we need to take our tokens back?
Yeah, I think I've just got. I think we've got it.
I've moved my arm by the door.
Yeah. In that room there, isn't it?
Yeah, it was on the north. If I move you, Negan, it's on this.
Yeah.
Give me it is. It's against this wall here. That's what it is.
I don't think I'll be investigating the wall.
And yeah, when I
Does anyone else need a hand moving? You want to move everyone else?
We're going through the door.
yeah, when I get into that room, could I just have a look around the entire room and just look for any like inscriptions or anything else that might be in there that will give me a clue to exactly how this arch works?
Roll perception or investigation check, either or.
Perception is 15.
It's all smooth stone. There's nothing in terms of inscriptions. There's nothing written, no text, no symbols of any kind. There's just what is the gate is just there, and it's just there on its own.
Okay.
As you go back over the gate, just to summarize for those that may not remember what was on it. So this is an arch gate. It's embedded in the it's embedded in that back wall, and you can see that at the top of the arch where the keystone is a creature which is kind of like insectoid, armored, quite large tail, sort of antenna on its head, and I can't remember. I think it was either Italian or Isla, maybe, I don't know. But it was established that this was a rust monster.
Where is Tallinn?
He's probably still
I'll
back
go
in
grab
that
him
other
now.
room.
I'll go grab him.
I'll go get him.
Oh, there he is.
We grabbed a piece of iron from where the crossbow bolts were, where the crossbows were, or the ballista.
Yeah.
And say to the guys, as I think maybe if we touch the arch, or maybe pass this through it, something might happen. I don't know what.
Give it a go, man.
Okay. So I move up and stand in front of the arch, making sure that people can see me and see what's going on, but not necessarily in the path of maybe if something comes out of the arch. And then I'll try with the piece of iron that I've got. Was there a pedestal? Thinking about it actually, with a picture of, yeah, a keystone. I'll try to touch the keystone.
The keystone's in the top of the arch, isn't it?
Alright, okay. So I'll try just touching the arch with the piece of iron, see what happens.
1 sec. Give me 1 sec. Okay, it's interesting. Oh, sorry, I got that wrong. That's why. Bear with me. Apologies. Okay. Okay, you take out the iron. You taking it off the arrowhead. Is that what you're taking from the ballista? Yeah. Taking this iron head with like a stump of probably about inch thick arrow shaft that's behind it, having been on these siege engines, and splintered at the end. And you look at the gate. You can see that behind it is just the stone wall. You offer up the spike to the gate. You put it to the gate itself, and as you do, you feel this arcane sensation in your hand as you grip the iron, and you watch as you feel a heat coming from it, and from the tip, you start to see that the metal itself is rusting. From the tip, what is shiny metal is now rusting. This iron metal, it starts to flake and to fall and to crumble, and as it does, it's a bit like an avalanche. It gets a little bit faster, and a little bit more comes off each time. and within seconds, it just literally turns to rust and just blows away, just leaving it on your feet or against your hands, leaving just behind this stub of wood. As you do, the wall behind becomes shrouded as this almost like a heat swirl starts to coalesce in front of your vision, and it starts to shift and to open and to move, and the wall is gone. And you look beyond you into a room. This room doesn't look like the rooms that you've been in. This looks wholly different, but empty. You can see and you can look round. And as you brace yourself just to peek inside, you hear a woman's voice. You all hear the woman's voice. Gentle. And that's where we'll end it for tonight.